ladies and gentlemen, we're starting with a match here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. The Turk and Rick Quick Draw McGraw going after it. It's McGraw with the arm drags, the drop kick, the Turk down. McGraw with another drop kick, the Turk down. Turk up, an arm drag, throws him down, and the Turk decides, whoa, here, let me out of here. And the Turk bails out of the ring. The Turk getting out of the ring as Rick Quick Draw McGraw reaches up on the apron now. Forearm to the side of the head. Reaches up, pulls the Turk in. The excitement. Starting out with a match in progress here on Southwest Championship Wrestling today as the Turk went after McGraw, and McGraw wasn't there. Snap mare by McGraw. In behind now, that face lock as a referee, Jack Howe, makes sure it's off the throat. Now the Turk comes out of there and comes up with a hammer lock. McGraw reverses, has a hammer lock of his own. Rick Quick Draw McGraw from Charlotte, North Carolina, 228 pounds, holding on to the left arm of Ali Bey the Turk, who weighs in at 255 pounds from Istanbul, Turkey. Steve Stack here at ringside, Southwest Championship Wrestling. Down goes the Turk. Ducked underneath McGraw, arm drag. Turk right back down on a mat. Turk complained to the referee that McGraw used the trunks, but there was no way. McGraw holding on that left arm. Turk coming up. Slam there from Ali Bey the Turk.
Steve, it's easy to see where speed pays off. Now the Turk is a very tough wrestler. He used a lot of Greco-Roman style, a lot of foreign type of wrestling. He's wrestled all over the world. But Quick Draw McGraw is really quick. He certainly is. He outmoves the Turk all the way through.
That he does. It's McGraw holding on now. McGraw holds on that left arm. They're backing towards the ropes. The Turk in front. Oh, big open hand, and McGraw pays him back with one. Rick McGraw and Ali Bey the Turk exchanging some big open hand blows, and you can hear him pop.
You sure can. I know about these punches because I received so many of them in my day.
You see that one? Whoa!
I felt it too.
Sam Menaker, professional wrestler, professional announcer. Our ring announcer here on Southwest Championship Wrestling, and of course the color commentator here every week. As McGraw holds on to the arm of the Turk. He has a knee buried right there in the back. He pulls that arm, puts the leverage on that knee, gets a lot of pressure on the shoulder.
Okay, once again, I think it's wonderful to see a good referee like Jack Howe. It just makes me feel real good. He moves around real fast. And Southwest Championship Wrestling not only has top wrestlers, they've got a great referee in Jack Howe.
An arm drag by Rick Quick Draw McGraw as Ali Bey the Turk back down on the mat. McGraw holds on to that left arm. McGraw holds on, the Turk comes up. They back to the ropes. Turk in front. Let's see what happens on this break. The referee tries to step in between it. The Turk buries his shoulder on that break. Well, the Turk trying to do everything he can to keep things swinging his way. He doesn't want to get out of hand against Rick McGraw.
You know, the Turk tried to drive his head into the heart of McGraw. Strangler Lewis was great at that, and Strangler Lewis was a clean wrestler. But when he drove his head into the chest of an opponent, he'd sometimes knock him out. He was so powerful.
Turk reaches in. Nice suplex. He brought him out of there. Here comes the count. It's 2, I believe. Yeah, just 2, the referee says. Nice move by the Turk. He comes in swinging.
Beautiful suplex.
He has him laying on the ropes. Forearm. Grabs him by the arm, whips him across the ring. Gets in front with a backflip. Oh, looked like he wasn't going to get him over, but he finally got him over. Turk going back in the corner. He goes back there and gives off there with a little leverage and really stomps Rick Quick Draw McGraw. Now in front with a bear hug. Hard on the rib cage.
It certainly is. Years ago, there was a wrestler by the name of Hans Kampfer And when he used that bear hug, he could squeeze a man into submission.
Back into the corner. It's McGraw in front. Rakes the fingers around the area of the eyes. And then he starts punching. The referee Jack out trying to get him out of there. McGraw's up on that middle rope, punching. Howe is counting. Let's see if he can get McGraw out of there. He does. He finally gets him out. McGraw reaches in. Monkey flips him out of the corner. Covers him up. Here's the count. It's 1, 2, and the Turk kicks out. Well, the Turk had enough left to kick out here on Southwest Championship Wrestling as Rick McGraw tried to pin him. Didn't get the job done. Has that face lock. Referee checking, make sure that it's off the throat. This is a legal hold. It's a very good hold, too. Turk trying to move a little bit.
Well, the Turk is tough. He's getting up on his feet. He has the into the ropes. Oh, a double chop to the throat.
Had those hands crossed. Cross-handed chop underneath the throat. Turk, reversal. McGraw, drop kick. Oh, he caught him right alongside the ear. This time the Turk gets out of the way. McGraw hurt himself. McGraw hurt himself. Turk trying to finish him off. Oh, McGraw went over the top. Has him up on the shoulder. Flops over with him. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. There it is. Rick Quick Draw McGraw. Looking like he was going down to the feet. Finally turns the tables on Ali Bey, the Turk. And we'll be back with more of the excitement here on Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this. Welcome to Southwest Championship Wrestling. We already started out with an exciting match. I know you enjoyed it, but let me tell you, we've got a lot coming up today. You'll see these two gentlemen in action. The Cowboy, Scott Casey, Wahoo, McDaniel. The Chief is back. We'll be talking to them in just a moment. Gino Hernandez against Mr. Pile Driver, Bob Sweetan. The Grapplers in action. Tully, Blanchard will be here in the ring, plus much, much more. So you've just seen a little of the excitement of this hour. Don't go away. I'm Steve Stack. Once again, it's my pleasure to be with you here on Southwest Championship Wrestling, America's #1 wrestling program. And Chief Wahoo McDaniels, it's been a long time since you've been Southwest Championship Wrestling. Great to have you back.
Well, it's good to be back. You know, Texas is my home, and I've been traveling a lot. I've been overseas a lot, and I just recently returned to the AWA area in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And I had a chance to come down here and wrestle and be around my friends and see Scott and Rick McGraw and a bunch of my friends. And as you know, I love Texas. My parents live in Midland, Texas, and I guess my heart will always be here. They got great competition here. Got the Southwest Heavyweight Championship belt, which I'd like to have. I had it.
You had it a long time, didn't you?
Well, I was undefeated when I left, and I see where Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard are teaming back up. That's got to make a nasty duo, right? And I just tell you, I'm here. I'm going to be coming in on the rest of this year, wrestling some here in San Antonio and around Texas area, and I'm looking forward to seeing all my friends and like the old days, man, chop them down and keep them down.
I know all the people around the country on the USA Cable Network are glad to see you all over the United States. A lot of places you hadn't been in a while. They wondered what happened to the great Wahoo.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't see you for a while. They realize, well, what did you haven't been wrestling, or have you quit? I've been wrestling nearly 3 or 4 or 5 times a week everywhere for the last. Well, I've never quit. I wrestle everywhere, somewhere, Japan. I've been to the West Coast. Like Saturday night, I wrestled in the Cow Palace in San Francisco. I wrestled in St. Paul. I wrestled in Chicago. The last show in the amphitheater in Chicago. And you know, I've been traveling a lot, and I just well, like you say, making some bigger circles than most people. But like I said, my heart's still here in Texas.
It's good to have you back. I'll talk to you again. Scott Casey, a lot of action here in Southwest Championship Wrestling.
You bet. But first I want to say welcome back, Chief. It's a pleasure having you here. You know, I have to have all the confidence in the world when I've got a man like this on my side. And we've got a tough match coming up against the Grapplers. And anytime you have the Grapplers, you're going to have a tough match. And I've got probably the toughest man in pro wrestling over here. And I've wrestled against him and with him. And I know that when he's in my corner, we're going to have one heck of a tag team. And as far as what's going on in Southwest Championship Wrestling, I couldn't believe the response, Steve, from all over the United States and even from out of the United States, from the people that write in that have been watching our wrestling show. And it really makes us feel good to know that people are responding like that. You know you're seen all over the world, and it's real nice, especially right here in South Texas.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Wahoo. We'll look forward to seeing you two in the ring against the Grapplers of Don Carson. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away, because Mr. Pile Driver against Gino Hernandez right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this event, one fall, 10-minute time limit, from Houston, Texas, weighing 230 pounds, gorgeous Gino Hernandez. His very popular and formidable opponent from Round Rock, Texas, weighing 285 pounds, the Southwest Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, the inimitable Mr. Pile Driver, Bob Sweetan.
Sam Miniker, ladies and gentlemen, with the introduction to this match, our Southwest Heavyweight Champion, Bob Sweetan, in the ring against gorgeous Gino Hernandez. Referee Jack Howe quickly going over the rules. They already know it. There's the bell, and we're underway. Backed into the corner, it's Hernandez. Referee Jack Howe steps in between. Sweetan backed out of the way. Locked up in the referee's position. They're in the corner again. The referee taps Sweetan, says back off. Ooh, does he want to back off? Yeah, he looked like he might want to throw a punch, but he decided against it, just backed out of there. Oh, Sweetan popped him one that time. Sweetan laying one on the side of the jaw of Gino Hernandez. Side headlock and a hip toss. Down goes Gino Hernandez. Well, Sam, the Southwest Heavyweight Champion, making an appearance in the ring here. Of course, that title not on the line in this TV match scheduled for 1 fall 10, but he'll have his hands full with Gino Hernandez.
That's right, and it certainly would be a feather in the cap of Gino Hernandez if he did beat him in this non-title match. You know, incidentally, so many fans have asked you and me why a man like gorgeous Gino Hernandez, also Tully, Blanchard, two fine, young, good-looking athletes, good bodies, great wrestling ability, why they resort to rough tactics. It's a mystery to me. I don't know why.
Well, they wouldn't tell you the truth if you ask them, but you never can tell. Sweetan holding on to the head of Gino Hernandez. Hernandez trying to push the head of Sweetan away so that he can break the hold, but he doesn't do it. Sweetan holds on.
He's tremendously strong, Sweetan is.
He is 285 pounds. As you said, he makes his home in Round Rock, Texas, just outside of the state capital of Austin, Texas. Hernandez locks his legs around the bottom rope. That gets him a break. He couldn't figure out how to get out, so he did it the easy way. Very ring-wise, Gino Hernandez. Backed into the corner. Referee steps in between. He asked Hernandez to open up the fist. Gino's been known to throw a few punches. There's a kick, and another kick, and another one. Oh! Whoa, what a punch.
Bob Sweetan wastes no time. As soon as a man roughs him up, he retaliates very quickly, and this is so important. Sweetan, side headlock and a punch to the chin. Now Bob Sweetan with that. There's another smash to the side of the head.
Well, Hernandez holds that head. Sweetan grabs him, slams his head into the turnbuckle. Snapmare out of the corner. Hernandez down. In behind with a face lock. It's the Southwest Heavyweight Champion, Bob Sweetan. the holder of that title for 1 week. And he is very proud of that belt. It's going to be tough to get away from him, I'll tell you. It puts a little extra into you when you have that title and you got to fight to keep it.
Well, everyone's gunning for him, you know. Everyone who wrestles and figure, well, they've got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Friendships go out of the window when it comes to battling for that title. Everybody wants to take you on. Look at Hernandez now. Oh, he rakes the laces of boot across the area of the eyes, slams his head into the turnbuckle, slams it in there again. Sweetan exchanging blows. Sweetan paying back Gino a little bit of his own medicine. In the corner, there's a knee. He brings him out of there. Hernandez had him covered up, but only a 1 count. Hernandez didn't get to keep him down very long. Now the fans begin to chant, Sweetan, Sweetan, Sweetan.
It really affects Gino Hernandez. Look at the perplexed look on his face. He's got this face lock, reverse face lock. Now he's pressing his arms against the side of the head. This could almost be a sleeper hold.
Very close to it. Sweetan trying to power his way out. Here he comes. Is he going to get all the way out? Here he comes.
This is a test of strength right here.
Let's see who comes out with the advantage. Hernandez with a knee and a fist. Sweetan staggered back into the corner. Oh, and Sweetan get out of there. Hernandez hits the steel pole. Hernandez is down. Someone yells power drive him. Let's see if Sweetan goes for the power driver. Hernandez tied up on the ropes. Sweetan staying on top of him. Big open hand chop. Right to the head goes that big forearm. Hernandez is down. 1. Oh, and Hernandez kicks out. He pulled the trunks of Sweetan. Reversal. Elbow, he ducked underneath. Fist. Sweetan going for the power driver. There goes the power driver. Sweetan going for the power driver. Oh, Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard has appeared on the scene. Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard has appeared on the scene here at Southwest Championship Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Tully Blanchard out of nowhere, helping out. Here's Wahoo McDaniel, Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Oh, and Wahoo chops him. And Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard move out. They move out of the way.
Part of Tully Blanchard, outside interference. Disqualified. Sweetan is the winner by disqualification.
Outside interference on Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. Wahoo McDaniels, Bob Sweetan.
It's to the point of being ridiculous. Now, the dynamic duo is back, huh? Every time you step in the ring with one, you gotta look over your shoulder for another. I just thank Wahoo for being there, because he wouldn't have been there, who knows what would have happened. Blanchard, Hernandez, you better start watching, because something's gonna happen.
Wahoo, you've been gone a while now. You see what the dynamic duo is up to again.
Well, you know, I'm somewhere every day wrestling. I see this going on, and if they can get just as rotten as you let them get. But I say one thing, they're back together. But there's a lot of good combinations around here to stop them from being rotten. You give them a dose of their own medicine, they won't be as bad as they think they are.
Thank you all both very much. Once again, disqualification. Gino Hernandez disqualified for outside interference from ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous
Steve Stank, you'd think Scott Casey would get enough. Last week I taught him a wrestling lesson of his life, and after the match he jumps me from behind, tries to pull my mask off. That's the mistake he made. The week before, another gentleman put his hands on my manager. That's another mistake he made. That is the law with the Grapplers and Don Carson. I want everybody to know it real clear. Don't touch the mask and don't touch the manager. No way, because somebody's going to pay dearly. But I heard another guy out here, Mr. Gino Hernandez, he's spouting his mouth off and bragging to everybody about how great a team him and Tully Blanchard is, the dynamic duo. We're the greatest team in the world. We're the greatest team you've ever seen. We can't be beat. Well, let me tell you something. I'll make it real clear. Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez, let me tell you this right now. When you're the greatest team in the country or in the world, you wear the Southwest Tag Team titles, and they happen to be around the Grapplers' waist. That's all I need to say. And if you people don't believe it, or Gino or Tully or anybody else, just watch real close. We're going to this ring right now. We're going to prove it to you.
There you have the Southwest Tag Team Champions, the masked grapplers of Don Carson, about to go in the ring against Wahoo McDaniel and Scott Casey. So let's join our ring announcer, Sam Menaker.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. One fall, 10-minute time limit from parts unknown at a combined weight of 492 pounds. The Southwest Tag Team Champions, the Grapplers, 1 and 2. And their manager, the reprehensible one, Don Carson. And the opposite corner we have from Amarillo, Texas, 236 pounds, the wrestling cowboy, none other than Scott Casey. And his partner from Midland, Texas, 270, the one and only Wahoo McDaniel.
Well, the introductions are over now. Wahoo McDaniel and Scott Casey against the Southwest Tag Team Champions, the Grapplers, 1 and 2, managed by Don Carson. It is Grappler number 1 starting against Wahoo McDaniel. And it's the first time for me to watch the Chief in action here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. He was here before I came. What an outstanding wrestler he is. Had a lot of big battles in Southwest Championship Wrestling, and he is back. Wahoo takes that arm. Grappler tries to knock him back. Wahoo holds on. Oh, the Wahoo grabs him by the arm, whips him across the ring, chops the legs out from underneath it. The other grappler comes in, and Wahoo goes to chop him. And number 2 bails out of there in a hurry. He saw what happened to number 1, and he didn't want any part of it, so he just get out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching this excitement of Southwest Championship Wrestling coming to you from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas.
I think that the Grapplers, every opportunity they get, will go on the outside of the ring, because this is part of their defensive strategy. And of course, the manager, Don Carson, the reprehensible one, I don't think he'll phase a guy like Wahoo McDaniel or Scott Casey, for that matter. It's really colorful to see a cowboy and an Indian team up.
That's right. That's what we've got. The people yell, Wahoo, Wahoo. There's a boot. Wahoo. Twist, turn. Down goes Grappler number 1. Wahoo McDaniel holds on, tags out to Scott Casey. Casey in kicking as Wahoo held the arm for him. Now Wahoo gets out of the ring. Scott Casey, very popular, very exciting in the ring. Backed into the corner. Grappler number 1 in front. Forearm on the break. Forearm to the back. Another forearm. Whipped into the turnbuckle. And a big elbow knocks a cowboy down. Uh-oh. There's a tag. Grappler didn't see the tag. Atomic drop. Here comes a payback. Atomic drop. How about one for Grappler number 2? Yeah. That's what you call cleaning house.
He really did the job with those atomic drops. He drives them into that knee. He doesn't just drop them, he drives them in there. He jars the spine. Now look at Don Carson, he's awfully worried, and who can blame him?
Well, Wahoo McDaniel really generates the excitement in the crowd. Wahoo holding on to the arm of Grappler number 2 in there now. Casey trying to reach over to get a tag. Let's see if the Wahoo McDaniel tags out. Wahoo still holding on. I believe he could tag if he wanted to. Let's see if he elects to stay in the ring. No, he makes a tag. There's the tag.
You know, this is something that's so important in tag team matches. Quick tags, always keeping a fresh man in there. Sometimes an inexperienced wrestler may wait too long to make a tag.
That's right. You got to get in there, do the damage, get out, get a breather, let your partner take care of things, come back. Teamwork. A lot of guys get in tag team matches and they don't know how to work with their partner. The grapplers are very skilled at tagging in and out and helping their partner. Grappler number 1 against Casey. Oh, and Casey lay that one on him, knocked him down. Casey with a snap mirror. Casey with a knee. Casey grabs the arm, puts a twist in it. Little hair pulling. Little hair pulling there as the grappler got Casey down by pulling the hair. A knee up from grappler number 2 outside the ring. Grappler number 1 whipped Casey into it. Now you saw grappler number 1 blocking until grappler 2 could come in. He puts a back breaker on Casey. He's thrown off. Oh, Casey got those knees up there. Sweeps the legs out from underneath the grappler. Grappler doing a little punching. This is grappler number 2. There's a tag. Casey gets rid of him, but the other grappler had already tagged in. There's an elbow smash from the legal grappler in the ring, number 1. Quick teamwork. Big body slam here, Sam.
A powerful body slam, no doubt. Oh, an elbow across the midsection. And Scott looks a little bit the worse for wear right now, although most wrestlers, including Scott, have quick recuperative powers. There's a beautiful kick and a quick tag.
Wahoo McDaniel, the chief from Midland, Texas, in the ring. Oh, boy. The grappler decides, I had enough of this guy. I'm going to get out. Look at him just throw him around. He's throwing 245 pounds around like it weighs about 2 pounds.
He's a powerhouse, and he's... Oh, man.
Oh, Wahoo slams that shoulder into that turnbuckle. There's a tag across the way. One grappler holds, the other one does the damage. This grappler number 1 in the ring now. Snaps him down. Inside. Key lock on that elbow.
Oh, there's a painful one, Steve. And this is the first time Wahoo's in trouble in this match. And it could be very bad for him right now. This is an extremely painful hold. But he's tough. He's going to battle his way out of it. Here comes the other grappler. Oh, man.
Knee to the back. Drops that weight across that left arm. They know now he does it. He steps inside, locks that arm. He keys it up, locks it in.
They're going to keep working on that arm now. This is the first time Wahoo's been in trouble. They're going to punish that arm, hoping to make him give up. I don't think he will. He's tough.
Oh, there's a big chop. Grappler holds on. Wahoo really feeling the pain now. He's a long way from Casey, but he knocks him off. Can get over to tag out to Casey. Wahoo McDaniel can't make the tag as the other grappler tags in now. This is grappler number 1. They are really working on that left arm. Wahoo McDaniel tries to knock him off, hadn't got rid of him yet. Oh, what a big open hand. Oh, another one. Oh, there's a tag. Can Wahoo tag out? Yes, he makes the tag. In comes the Cowboy, Scott Casey. Casey is mad, and I don't blame him. Down goes one grappler. There's a kick from the other one. Casey grabs grappler number 2. Has him up. Sleeper hold. In comes grappler number 1. In comes Wahoo McDaniel. All 4 men getting into the action. Casey with a side backbreaker. Oh, he's got the grappler down, but the referee is tied up over there. Grappler is rolling the boot. The grappler is rolling the boot. He kicks Scott Casey in the top of the head with it. The grappler had loaded the boat. Scott Casey is down. He is out. The grappler is on top of him. There's 1, 2, 3. Wahoo McDaniel comes over, but it's too late. As Scott Casey felt the loaded boat in the back of the head, Casey and McDaniel go down in the face of the grapplers of Don Carson, and we'll be back with Tully Blanchard right after this. Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard, the dynamic duo. First, I'd like to talk to you, Mr. Blanchard. I want to take you back to last week. I've searched every tape file we've got. I've got with our director, Eddie Aguilar. I even took the tapes out of the boxes, played them in the VCR, and I cannot find that tape, and I think...
What tape are you speaking of?
I'm talking about the tape where you lost the Southwest Championship Wrestling in a cage match to Bob Sweetan. Well, I believe you stole that tape.
Steve Stack, just because of your ineptness or Southwest Championship Wrestling's tape department's ineptness, don't come griping to me just because you people misplaced something. Bob Sweetan's probably got it at home, playing it while he lays in bed, looking at himself. Well, that's fine.
What keeps you from carrying around your briefcase?
Hey, Steve Stack, because I'm a man of my word. If Bob Sweetan's man enough to beat me 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, that's great. He's man enough to beat me. That's not what's at stake right now. We got time to talk. All our fans want to listen to the dynamic duo back together again. The Grapplers come up here, the Southwest Tag Team Champions. They accuse us. The Grapplers have never been the World Tag Team Champions. Bob Sweetan and Wahoo McDaniels come up here and talk about that we never tell the truth. We're the 2 greatest wrestlers in professional wrestling today. The most handsome, the best tag team, the best singles, the best everything you can say about 2 professional athletes. Gorgeous Gino and Tully Blanchard. That says it all. So, Steve Sack, you quit taking everybody else's side.
I'm not taking any sides. I like to find that tape. Gino Hernandez.
You're dwelling on tapes. What's news is the dynamic duo's back. The greatest combination. You can bring Wahoo McDaniels, Bob Sweetan, Scott Casey, the Grapplers. It don't matter. The greatest tag team in the world is back together, period. That's all you need to be talking about.
Yeah, you've got a match scheduled right now, Mr. Blanchard. On your way
You're right. You're just going to see just what greatness is.
Tully Blanchard going to the ring now, so let's join our ring announcer, Sam Maneker, for the introduction to this match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the 1-4 match. Introducing from San Antonio at the weight of 235, Tully Blanchard. And his opponent from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 225, El Santo Negro.
Well, Tully Blanchard still will not admit he's got that tape. But I have tried every way in the world and looked every place that I could figure out there would be a videotape, and I can't find one. He's either carrying it around in his briefcase, got it locked up in his safe at home, I don't know. But the tape, we have not found it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll continue to look, and if we find that tape, I guarantee you we'll show all the fans around the world how Tully Blanchard was defeated by Bob Sweetan for the Southwest Championship. Look at Blanchard make the turnaround. Goes after El Santo Negro out of Guadalajara, Mexico. And Gino Hernandez did not stay at ringside. He did go back to the dressing room, if you fans are wondering. Elbows to the back of the head. Side headlock by Tully Blanchard. Oh, he popped him one on the mouth. That Blanchard wanting to show everybody at home how things are going. Santo Negro really getting it from Tully Blanchard. Blanchard got him covered up. 1, 2 count. In behind, Tully Blanchard now holds on to El Santo Negro. The fans begin to yell at Tully Blanchard. Blanchard holding on. Negro throws him off. Blanchard punching. Negro chops him. Now the exchange blows. Blanchard off the rope, drop kick. El Santo Negro got him down. Blanchard covered up for a count of 1. El Santo Negro going after Blanchard. Blanchard grabs him by the arm. Reversal. Oh, they collide. El Santo Negro going for that cross body block. He didn't get it all the way, but he did knock Blanchard down, got a 1 count. Whips Blanchard. There's that cross body block that time. He got the full power behind it. Oh, Blanchard ducks. Blanchard ducks. El Santo Negro is out of the ring. Blanchard ducked. El Santo Negro went through the ropes. If he'd have gone over the top rope, it would have been a disqualification. But he is hurt. He is hurt.
He sure is. That Tully Blanchard.
Oh, excuse me, Sam. Wahoo McDaniel's coming out, checking on his friend El Santo Negro. Blanchard looking at the camera saying, Bob Sweetan, I'm coming after you. And he sees Wahoo McDaniel come up. The referee talking to Wahoo McDaniel. El Santo Negro is injured, being helped out of the arena by one of San Antonio's fine policemen. Wahoo McDaniel wants to take El Santo Negro's place. Blanchard says no. But Drac Howell said yes. Blanchard can't believe it.
Man, what a night this is for wrestling. Oh, look at them. They're in there mixing.
Blanchard whipped it into it. There he's chopped out. Wahoo McDaniel after him. Wahoo taking El Santo Negro's place. Blanchard up on that middle rope, up on the bottom rope, getting the leverage with that big punch. Knocked Wahoo McDaniel down. There's some forearms. Well, Tully Blanchard knows how to get things going his way.
He sure does. He's a quick thinker. You know, a lot of the fans don't understand. They don't like him, and we can't condone his actions. But he's a top man. There's no doubt about that.
Wahoo McDaniel grabs him by the hair. Here goes that big war dance. There's that big tomahawk to the top of the head. Look out. Look out. Here comes Gino Hernandez. In behind Wahoo McDaniel. Referee's asking for the bell. Referee is asking for the bell. It's Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard on the top of Wahoo McDaniel. Here comes Bob Sweetan. Sweetan in there now. He's going after Hernandez. Well, chops from Wahoo McDaniel. All four men. This thing completely out of hand. Blanchard bails out. Hernandez bails out. Blanchard's a loser for outside interference. Wahoo McDaniel has his hand raised in victory.
Here we go. One fall, 10-minute time limit from the island of Tonga. Weighing in at 275, Tonga John. And his opponent from Cloverport, Kentucky, 227, Eric Embry.
Well, the introduction's over. Eric Embry against Tonga John. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wait to start this match, I want to remind you, the most popular wrestler contest still going on. Send us your votes. Mark them to the most popular wrestler contest. Southwest Championship Wrestling, 1704 Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas, zip code 78212. We'd like to hear from you. Boy, we're getting a lot of votes. And currently, Bob Sweetan is sneaking up on Ricky Martin. It's almost a dead heat now with Sweetan piling up those votes since he won the championship. But send us your vote, and be sure you vote for your most popular wrestler. And also, excuse me just a minute, Sam. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever in San Antonio, Texas on Monday nights, we tape this television program at the Junction, located at 1704 Blanco Road. There is a slight admission charge. We begin at 8:30 on Monday nights. Come on out. We'd like to visit with you and talk to you, and I know you'll enjoy the matches.
I'd just like to say something. You know, in my more than 30 years of wrestling, I've seen many feuds, but I think the worst feud I've seen, and there's a lot of bad blood, but those four fellas that were in the ring a little while ago.
Oh, boy, they got it.
Sweetan and Tully Blanchard. Wow.
That's quite a feud there. We haven't seen the last of that, I'll guarantee you.
I know something is going to happen when they get together in any type of match. It'll be wild. Wahoo McDaniel's the man who never forgets, neither does Sweetan.
Eric Embry being picked up by Tonga John. Tonga John drops him across that knee. Tonga John with a kick to the back of Eric Embry. I thought he was going to bounce off that rope, but it was in between a Tonga John throwing. And out onto the floor, Embry quickly coming up onto the apron. Blocked by Embry. Where's Embry gone? Well, as legal move, it was coming into the ring. That's an unusual way to get into the ring, but Embry made it work to his advantage. Eric Embry holding on to the head of Big Tonga John. The excitement you're watching at home is coming to you from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas. I'm Steve Stack here at ringside along with Sam Menaker. Pleased to bring you all this action. We hope you enjoyed. Continues to send us those letters from around the world, and it's nice to hear from you. Embry holding on to Tonga John. Whoop. Uses the rope for leverage. Embry puts him back down. Embry holding on to the side headlock. Tonga John. Referee Jack Howe checking in on Tonga John, asking if he'd like to concede the match. He says no. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you I'll keep looking for that tape that was nowhere to be found. Tully, Blanchard, Bob Sweetan in the cage match for the Southwest Heavyweight Championship where Sweetan defeated Blanchard. If we find it, you can rest assured you'll be showed the entire match here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Embry holding on to the head of Tonga John. Tonga John up, reaches down, grabs Embry, has him up, drops him back. Ooh, he dropped him on the back of his head. Knee to the back from Tonga John, another knee. There's a kick. Eric Embry kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, all you fans at home, keep writing us wanting to know when we're going on tour around the United States. It won't be long, let me tell you that. You'll see the finest in your cities from Southwest Championship Wrestling coming your way on tour very soon. Oh, Embry comes down. Tonga John is down. There's a count of 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Eric Embry goes over the top of Tonga John, rolled him up with 1, 2, 3, and Eric wins over Tonga John. Stay tuned because there's more here on Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this. The Hangman Bobby Jaggers here on Southwest Championship Wrestling today.
Well, you want to know something? I'm getting cards and letters all over the United States. People asking the Hangman, Hangman, what's wrong? Why haven't you got a Southwest Championship match? You know, my father lives in LaSalle, Washington. He retired there. I'd like to say hello to him, but I'd like to tell him he answered one question that he asked me. I will get a title shot. Bob Sweetan right now has not signed a contract with the Hangman from Kansas for one reason. That man knows that I'm the man that can beat him. Bruiser Bob Sweetan has gone down a long road. A lot of bounty hunters, a lot of people have put bruises and bucks all over that body. Well, Bob Sweetan, the day's going to come. If it's here in Texas, if it's Kansas, wherever it's at in Southwest Championship Wrestling, I'm going to fight you, Sweetan. And when I fight you, this big 6'2", 265 camel boy from Kansas is darn sure going to beat you. And do you know something, Steve Stacks? It never ceases to amaze me. You get a guy like Sweetan, he wins the belt, what does he do? He hides behind past glory. We're going forward, Sweetan. We're going forward. You've got to face the Hangman. And when you face me, you're facing the most vicious man in professional wrestling. And Sweetan, I've left a lot of scars and bruises on that big, ugly body of yours. Think about it when you get in the ring with me.
Thank you very much. The Hangman from Kansas, Bobby Jaggers. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up today for Southwest Championship Wrestling. We hope you enjoyed it. Till next week, Steve Stack saying so long for Southwest Championship Wrestling from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas.